All right. So, anyway, there's a separation taking place, and I don't know if you've noticed it or not, and most people have not noticed it. But there is a separation taking place, and it is getting stronger and stronger, that separation. The movement, I should say. Study what I say. What I'm fixing to tell you, study it out, and see how true it is. But there's a separation taking place all around the world, but especially in this country. It's real strong in this country, and it will get stronger. There's a separation taking place. There's a separation of like-minded people that is taking place. The like-minded people that think like me and think like most of you who watch videos like this. Anyway, there's a separation taking place. People are actually moving, physically moving, packing up their belongings, changing their way of life, and moving. They're moving to places like the Ozarks. That would be Arkansas, southern Missouri, part of Oklahoma. That area right there, the Ozarks, the Appalachian Mountains, all up and through Appalachia up there, the Cumberland Mountains, the Smoky Mountains, western South Carolina, western North Carolina, extreme North Georgia, West Virginia, parts of Virginia, eastern Kentucky, eastern Tennessee, all that area. People are moving all throughout there. Like-minded people that are thinking of just about the same, not exactly the same, but they have the same ideas. Good people. And they're moving out west. I just had a friend of mine move out to Wyoming. People are moving out west as well. Like-minded people. They are separating themselves. And I encourage you to do the same thing while you can. You live in a free country. You have no excuse. And you should pack your stuff. First, you should buy you some land, start working on it, and work towards that. And eventually pack up and go. Get out of the cities and get out of the suburbs. The suburbs are an extension of the city. So when I say get out of the city, that includes the suburbs. Here, look, it looks real rural here. And it is, in just a little area. But I live 2 miles from the suburbs of Atlanta, so I live just outside of the suburbs. But we have a place up in the Cumberland Mountains up there in Tennessee, about 40 acres or so. We're building a couple of houses, and that's our goal, is to get up there eventually. And I encourage you to do the same sort of thing. Find you some land, start working on it, get your children out of public schools. Do this before your kids get too old. Get your kids out of public schools. Get out of Babylon. Start growing your own food, raising your own animals. Separate. It's time. It's time to separate. Look, the separation is happening around the world, but especially in this country. Some of the Islamic countries, some of the countries that are more Islamic, I mean, they don't have to be a total Islamic countries, are some of the people. I'm not talking about terrorists and people that are radical. Just regular people, Muslims. They're doing the same thing. They're starting what they call these Muslim villages, and it's that way they're not dependent on Walmart and their government. And they're doing the same thing that we're doing, and I encourage you to do it. It's happening around the world. There's a separation of good and evil. And when I say evil, I mean the biblical definition of evil and good. The biblical definition of good is something or someone who functions properly. The biblical definition of evil is someone who does not function properly. or something that does not function properly. And that can be something very minute or something huge, but it doesn't matter. Evil's evil and good is good. And there's coming a great separation. I mean, the separation is happening now, but it will be great. There will be a great separation one day. And don't wait. You don't need to wait. You need to start it now. I encourage you to separate. Separate yourself from modern Western civilization, which is Babylon, and move out, man. Start a different life. Is it hard work? Yes. It's hard work. But it will be worth it in the end. It will be worth it to your children. Man, get them out of the cities. Get them out of the suburbs. Get them out of public school. And learn how to raise your own animals. Raise your own food. I'm telling you, do it. Just kind of walking around as I talk. I encourage you to do it. I know I sound like a broken record, but start making those steps. Start making those steps. That's my muscadines, cherry plums. Look at them horses out there. It looks like I'm way out in the country somewhere. There's a pond over there. But I'm not. I'm just outside the suburbs. So, look, the cities, they're nothing but a lie. They're a mountain of sin, and they're nothing but a lie. And it's not the will of the Creator for anybody to live in the cities. Separate while you can. Anyway, separate while you can, because one day you may not be able to. Get out there and get property while it's cheap. Do what you can do. We'll see you.